Hi, this is PR Sundar and welcome to this special episode where I am going to talk about Nifty PE. This Nifty PE ratio is the talk of the country now. So many people tell me that historically the market came down when the PE ratio hit 28. Now PE ratio is trading much above 28, and in fact I checked today the Nifty PE ratio is 37, and I'm going to show you the Nifty PE ratio. You go to nseindia.com, products, capital market, indices and historical data, and here you can see PE ratio, price to book and dividend. You click on this and you can see as of Friday the PE ratio is 37.16. This is historical high, and price to book is 3.82 and dividend yield is 1.18. And every day in my Twitter timeline people come and tell market will crash, market will crash, market will crash. Why? Nifty PE is 36, 37 and historically 26, 28 is the high for PE ratio. I am going to show you the historical PE I have taken from one particular website, and here the PE ratio is shown for the last 20 years. You can see in 2000 it's about 25, 26, 20, so then it is 20, 15, 16, you can see 14, then you can see 11 also, sometimes 12, 19, then again 21, 20. So you can see the whole picture, and it has never shown more than 27 or 28. In fact, 2008 January was 25. I think you all must remember the Lehman Brothers collapse. Because of that, the 2008 was a very big correction. Though Lehman Brothers collapse came in the month of October, but our market started correcting from January itself. And then after that in 2017, it has come 25, 26 like this, right? But we can see it is only in the last 4 months and Nifty PE has crossed 30. And right now it is at 37. Now, the big question, will market crash from here or not? So that is what we are going to talk today. All the people who are saying that market will crash because the PE is 37, they are missing on a very important factor. And I am going to explain to that. Let me give you a simple example. There is a company called Inox Leisure. I am sure you all know they are running so many theaters across the country. Last year, their earnings per share was 3 rupees. The share price was trading around 300 rupees in stock market. If their earnings per share is 3 rupees, if the market trading around 300, so what is the PE ratio? The PE ratio is 300 divided by 3, it was 100. So Inox Leisure was trading at 100 PE ratio until last year. Come to 2020, coronavirus. The government said all the theaters have to be closed. Now, across India, for the last 6 months, all the theaters are closed. They are not getting even 1 rupee income. But still they have to pay the rental. Still they have to pay the salary for the employees. So at least half of their expenditure is still there. In business, what they call it as fixed expenditure. So there are 2 types of expenditure, fixed one and running one. The air conditioning charges is running one. Because theater is running, they will put the air condition on. They will pay the electricity bill. When the theaters are not running, they will not switch on the air condition, and so there will be no electricity bill. So that's a running expenditure. But whether you are running a theater or not, you still have to pay the salary. you still have to pay the rental. So they are called fixed charges. So this fixed charges is still there, but their income is totally zero. So because of that, their earnings per share has come into negative territory. So are we going to say even if the INOX share is trading at 1 rupee, still the PE ratio will be infinity? That's because their earnings is zero. So are we going to say even 1 rupee is a very, very, very high PE ratio? Yes, that will be true if forever INOX Leisure is going to close down the theatres. But that is not going to happen. One day the coronavirus will come to an end and the INOX theatres will be open, and then once again they will be going to 3 rupees earnings per share, and then 300 rupees trading, it will justify 100 PE ratio. So what I am trying to say, the PE ratio 28, the market corrected. Now it is 35, 36, 37. Okay, people are saying the market will crash. That I do not accept. But PE ratio will correct. So for PE ratio to come from 37 to 28, it can come down in two different ways. One, the price can come down. The stock market prices can come down. Stock market can correct, can fall. Now from 13,500, it can come to 10,000. So that is one way the PE ratio can come from 37 to 28. But there is another way. Closed INOX Leisure can reopen in the next few months and they can start making more money. Their earnings per share can increase, and that way also the PE ratio can come down. So last 6 months was due to coronavirus, and all the companies' earnings per share has gone down, and that is why the PE ratio looks very big. Or let me give you one simple example. If you look at all-time high sometime in the month of February, the Nifty was around 12,400 and now it is about 13,500. So it is less than 10%. But how come Nifty PE ratio from 25 it has gone to 37? From 25 to 37, that is almost 40%. How come market go only 10%, PE ratio can go up by 40%? That is because earnings per share has gone down. So the same way, when market going 10%, PE ratio can go up by 40%. The same way, market can come down only 10%, still the PE ratio can come down by 40%. And even without market falling even 1% also, the PE ratio can come down to 27, 28, provided the earnings per share increases. And I am sure earnings per share is going to increase in the next few quarters. That is the expectation of the market. Maybe I can just show you few examples. The INOX Leisure example I have given, you can see last year it was 3.4 to 3.40, but suddenly during the coronavirus, which is March 2020, it has become minus 8 rupees, minus 7 rupees. And if you look at ONGC, it was 2017, 24 rupees earnings per share, 8 rupees earnings per share, but now it is only 2 rupees 59 pice. If you look at the Maruti, last year December, it was 52, March, it was 43, but then after that coronavirus, earnings per share is minus 8 rupees, but now again it has got shot up to 46 rupees. So people say PE ratio is high, I agree. And people say PE ratio has to come down, also I agree. But people say PE ratio will come down only by market crash, that I do not agree. The PE ratio can come down even without market crashing and by improvement in the earnings per share. And look at Maruti. Last quarter minus 8 rupees, this quarter 46 rupees. How much is the increase? It's 5-6 times. So to make things very simple, if all the companies earnings per share double, even stock market is at the same place, still the PE ratio will come down from 37 to 19. So please don't take the PE ratio as the golden rule to decide whether the market will crash or not. That is not the right way of looking at it. So the PE ratio has two components. One, earnings per share. The second one is price multiple. So people always looking only at the price multiple. People are not looking at the earnings per share. So when a number is affected by two parameters, but people focus only on one parameter and deciding that is wrong. You have to look at both the parameters. I hope I have explained things very, very clearly. So please don't look at PE ratio and keep saying that market will crash, market will crash. Market can correct. I'm not saying that market will not fall. Okay, but when it will correct, nobody knows. So you always write the trend. The trend is your friend until it bends. So right now the trend is up, and enjoy the ride, and don't worry too much about the doomsayers, and they are talking very bad, and don't listen to them. And there are people who have printed the t-shirt, Bank Nifty at 10,000 and Nifty at 6,000. So they are all living in their dream. Thank you for watching.